yeah. When I be in the mic subliminal. Imagine. When I be in the mic subliminal.
How they get all very serious, all the white people too.
We're recording? He's like, I've been recording.
We live. We live.
We live, baby. And get some of my wheat right quick.
Get a little bit of Gatorade too.
You know what I'm saying? You good?
Get that G.
Yeah, get that G. All right, here we go, man. Hang with Beatdrop podcast, episode 81. I got it right. See, that's why I got my cousin Kevin with me.
Hey,
and I got my boy, man. This my day one, dog. This is my day one.
Hey, I'm excited. I haven't seen your ass in forever. You know, I known you since you were like, man, teenager.
Yeah, dog. You remember? I was like 7. I was 18 for sure.
Yeah.
I was 18. Young buck, bro. I was skinnier too and shit.
Yeah, you're looking good, man.
Yeah.
Getting all these chicks and everything, bro.
Hey, listen. Hey, you know, it's just it's la vida ande antes. You know what I'm saying?
That's your prime time, baby.
Right now, I'm
you
like,
still your prime time too.
See,
but it's just
I'm 26 right now, so it's like I'm hitting like I had to be putting big numbers right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be like going to Super Bowl every year. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I feel it. And you said it right now. That's so funny. He said 26. I actually had the same mentality when I hit 26.
Yeah,
like things just came into you. You
Bro,
know, you were just like,
it's like a
shit,
reality
responsibilities check. And
like bills.
What am I gonna do? You know, in the next 5 years, like where do I see myself?
Fuck. Now you're making me think more. Jay, you stressing me out right now.
Because it's just like, you know, you're 26. You're like, damn, I'll be 27, then 28.
Damn, bro.
Then when I'm in my 30, like, what am I doing? Like, I don't have nothing.
I'm not going to lie, bro. Like, I think when I turned 25, that's when it really kind of fucked with me. Because I was like, dude, 5 years from now, I'm going to be 30. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And then be like, and then what? Am I going to be here?
Yeah.
In this, like, little, like, whatever the hell you're trying to do?
Yeah,
like,
dog. Shit. Now you're making me think. But I'm going to think about it later, bro.
Hey, it's all good, though. It's all good. Because you just said, you know, I want to go, you know, Super Bowl style.
Yeah, I'm out here.
So you're always, like, preparing yourself. All right,
you know
next year, this is what I'm going to do. You know,
we got to, bro.
Other year, this is what I'm going to do, you know. I always want to hit those playoffs. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the one to be like, damn, I didn't make it.
Yeah, like watching at home and shit. Oh, dog, I fuck with you, man. Dog, I'm excited that, bro. First, I feel bad because you live fucking far as fuck, and I didn't know you lived that far. You're like, yo,
yeah.
When I shot you the address, you were like, yo, I saw the map. I had to zoom out. I was like, wait, where the fuck is that?
You just saw a big ass blue, red.
Yeah,
blue,
I saw
red,
like red, yellow, and I was like, damn. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a long drive for my boy, man. So I appreciate you, you being here, bro. So, dog, let's start from the jump, dog. Let's just start, you know what I'm saying, like early childhood. You know, on the podcast, we kind of just like to, you know, talk about people's story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
let's do it.
Let's start from the jump, man. You know, where you grew up at, the childhood, what was childhood like, and we just gonna live from there, bro.
Okay, I'll let you know. So I'm from Ecuador. I was born in Ecuador. My mom, she's Ecuadorian. My dad's Italian.
Nice.
I came to the States when I was a little baby, 3 months old.
Yeah.
So, and pretty much my mom had a really rough life. So she, when we came here, we didn't have nobody.
Yeah.
So we lived like in the hood.
Yeah.
Somewhere out in, I want to say probably like
Hood
200th Street and Hoover.
Yeah.
Like really out in South Central.
Yeah.
So in a garage, that's where we all lived. There was me, my mom, and my grandma.
Okay.
So my mom had like 2-3 jobs.
Oh, shit.
You know, my grandma was the one always trying to take care of me. So, and my mom used to tell me all these stories. Like, she was like, yeah, I used to like work, back then it was RTD, it wasn't MTA. So she'll go like bus to bus, and sometimes like she'll tell me like, when she had to get some stuff like milk or anything for myself, like she'll go like really late, and back then like I think it was really rough, those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know, so she was always like praying, you know, anything happened.
Yeah.
It was just crazy because she'll tell me too, like she'll pee like in a can sometimes.
Fuck.
Like it was really hard, man.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, damn. Shit. Like I tell my mom, like I give you mad props, mom. Like
hell yeah, the fuck.
Cause she's spoiled. My mom is a very spoiled lady back in Ecuador. because my grandfather was this huge soccer player.
Oh, okay.
So she had all this like luxury stuff.
Yeah.
She'll go like in hotels, all this stuff like room service, everything to like now.
Yeah.
Like it's just like hit her hard. So that's what I'm just like.
That must have been tough for her to be
yeah. That's what I'm just like, oh man, like, and then she was always like trying to like do it for me.
Yeah.
That was her whole motivation, like do it for my son.
Yeah.
So that's why when I see our girls out here like do it for their kids, I'm like, hey, more power to you.
Awesome.
Like, because I can relate, like my mom tried to give me what she can, for me, but, obviously sometimes there was no money involved,
Yeah, it gets hard.
And that's why I hate my brother, because he's the one spoiled already.
Like, you had it good.
I know, like, shit. So growing up for me, like, it was hard, but, then from there, like, I feel like we moved a lot as well.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we moved, like, 10 times.
Fuck.
I kind of know, like, L.A. County very well and shit. From South Central to K-Town to Glendale. From
You're like, I
Glendale,
live there, I live there.
So everywhere I go, I'm like, I've been here, man. I know these areas.
You're like, wait, I think I live next door to you, dog.
So when they tell me, oh, yeah, I grew up here, I'm like, oh, really? Shit.
You're like, me too.
I know. I feel like I grew up here. Yeah. Oh, I grew up there. Oh, me too. I grew up there, too. Like, every place I'll go.
Damn.
So
that must have been tough as fuck. Like never getting
bro,
adjusted
at school was tough for me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I probably went third grade 3 times.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because we used to like move and then keep moving.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know if it was their system or the teachers or whoever, the administrator that would tell me like, oh yeah, you have to repeat this because you haven't done it all. So I feel
you're like 16 years old repeating.
I know the same grade, and I'm like, am I behind or is it because like, oh yeah, I think you need to learn more.
Got a beard in fucking 4th grade. Like, wait, what the fuck is going on around here? What kind of school system's going on?
I know, I'm just like, damn, dude, what the fuck? Like, I was just like, man, so each time that will happen, I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, and then I have an accent. I have a really heavy accent in Spanish.
Yeah. So
I felt like, growing up with Mexican people, like, they really kind of didn't like me.
Oh, okay.
Because I had, like, this funny voice, especially when I talk to my mom. I'll be like, okay, mamá, recógeme rápido, por favor, porque estoy aquí nomás solo y no quiero estar con otra gente.
Oh, okay.
Smooth.
And then,
you know what I mean?
Smooth.
Like, but I had some guy came up to me, some paisa dude, and I was scared because, I'm not a fighter, bro. I'm a lover. So,
as you should. Mm-hmm.
And this guy just came like, I don't like you. And I'm like, why? It's like, because it's like, I don't like how you talk. I don't like how your style is. And I'm like, what? And this guy just punched me straight on the stomach, bro.
For real?
Yeah, and there I go, bam, on the floor, like, damn. And and it's so funny because I still know his name too. His name is Juan. I still know his name, bro.
Damn, come on, Juan. Why'd you guys name a boy like that?
But it's funny because he got into a fight with somebody, and I feel like they were jumping him. There was a lot of people there.
Oh shit!
And
you just watched.
I came and I helped that guy out. That
guy
guy that punched me in my stomach, I helped.
Oh, I
helped Juan up.
Oh, I thought you said this is my chance to kind of like get a few punches in. Like
it seemed like it, right?
Yeah, because you're like, I saw him get jumped, and I get it. I got a few 3-4s in there. Like, I was like, damn.
I went in there and I helped the guy. Like,
you have a good heart, bro.
I helped the guy, and I was like, and then he goes, "Why'd you do that, knowing that I punched you?"
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I just felt like I had to help you because you were getting beat up.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Man, thank you." And then from there we became good friends.
Imagine if he would have punched you, he'd be like, I didn't need no fucking help. What would you done?
Imagine. That means I'll probably have to fucking, go hunt something and be like, shit, here he goes again. I'm going to get him my ass whooped.
Damn, you guys became good friends?
Like damn. Cool? So, yeah, that was only middle school. And then from there, we split. And then I never heard from him ever again.
Damn.
So, but.
Shout out to Juan.
Yeah. Shout out to Juan. All my Juans. I don't even know who Juan it is now, but yeah, but that was really crazy, man. Yeah. So, and then, I started like when I hit high school. Yeah. That's when the whole thing like got me going with music.
So middle school, like, were you into music a little bit, or you into sports? Like, what was the shit you were into?
I was all over the place.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, bro. I was a skater.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a freaking gangster.
Yeah.
You know, with my Player 69 jersey with some solos, you know, high socks with Cortezes.
Nice.
Shout out to Cortezes out today now.
My brother's happy at home. Like, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So I'm just like, man, like, I just couldn't get, like, the niche to the point that I did dig music. I've always loved hip-hop.
Yeah.
So I've always loved, like, the hip-hop culture. I've always will listen to, like, you know, all the gangster stuff that mom didn't like. Yeah. You know, like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. Yeah. My mom will always tell me, turn that shit off, you know. Yeah. ¿Qué estás escuchando? You know, eso es música del diablo. You know. So
that sounds like my mom. I'm telling the same shit. But no, it's not.
You know, just like, you know, I had like only headphones so I can hear it myself. I didn't want to blast it out, you know, because that's when they were just dropping the F, you know, F-bombs and all that stuff. Yeah. So I want to say sophomore year. That's when it really hit me. Okay. That I wanted to become a DJ. Okay. So going back to when you told me about if I was into any music, so my cousin was dating a DJ. Okay. And it caught my eye when he was DJing on turntables. Oh, okay. So, and I asked him a question. I was like, hey, why do you have headphones? Yeah. And why do you have 2 turntables? You know, I'm asking questions. Yeah. So, and he was like, okay, well, this is what's going out. This is live. And then this record over here, I have right here. So I'm going to, you know, I'm going to put this song to this song, and they're going to match together, and you're going to hear it. Yeah. So when he did that, I was like, oh, man, that was so cool how he did it. You know, like, I was just like, wow. I was amazed. And I kid you not. So this one, I was 7 years old.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I was just very curious on what he was doing. There's other freaking kids playing around and everything. And you saw this guy just staring at this, you know, guy just doing his thing. So going back, when I was like 13, 14 years old, that's when I tell my mom, hey, can I buy a little set? And it was a la Curaçao.
Oh, I love Curaçao. I always shout them out because they gave me my first credit card. Interest is a motherfucker, but you get what you get for it.
Hey, I'm still high five to that shit, bro.
I got this shit 8
years ago. I did the same thing. That's how I started my credit, too. I opened a credit card
there. That's like when you, bro, it's like, I remember, just quick, before you fucking continue, I remember I want to build credit. I told my mom. And I was like, yo, Mom, I want to start building my credit. She's like, go to Curaçao. I was like, no, I don't want to go to that fucking place. I'm better than that. I was like, I went to Macy's. They were like, no, you can't do it. Went to Best Buy. No, I can't do it. I was like, Mom, should I go to Curaçao? She's like, go, trust me. You're going to get approved. I went there like, yeah, we approve you for $500. I was like, okay, cool. And then like I bought some shit. The interest rate was like fucking quadruple. My minimum payment was like $167. I'm like, God damn.
And then you see like, where's that $167 going?
And they're like, yeah, so you just paid $2 of what you owe. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's how your balance goes. Yeah, everything else is interest. Yeah, $2 goes to the balance.
They're like, but you could get a free couch on the way out. I'm like, what the fuck? But shout out to them, dog, because thanks to them, I was able to build my credit and shit. So you want to go to South?
It gives you a chance, pretty much. Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't recommend it. Yeah. But anyways, so I went there. I got my back then I was that's when the whole new CDJs were coming out. Okay. So I had some Gemini. Nice. Some cheap shit. Yeah. You know, so I can start off. No effects or anything, so it was pretty hard for me to do. So I had to make like doubles of CDs. Oh, yeah. One with instrumental and the other one with the real song. Oh, yeah. So and then I'll try to just practice, you know, until going forward now, when I turned 15, that's when I had family support because they saw like, oh man, like I see something in you. Yeah. Like I like it. So that's when I had my Uncle Rudy and one of my mom's friend, I forgot her name, but my Uncle Rudy gave me like $10K.
Oh, shit.
And then that lady that helped my mom, she got approved for $15K. Damn. So I went all out. I went pro. So I bought like the whole freaking equipment. Speakers, lights, everything.
Damn.
So I started like, all right. And then I started getting booked a lot too. Yeah. Like doing quinceañeras. Yeah. I was doing more quinceañeras. I wasn't too ready for weddings.
Okay.
So I was doing more like quinceañeras, house parties, all that stuff. So moving forward to that, getting when I was like 21, that's when I actually started going all pro, getting what the clubs have, radio stations have,
gotcha,
like stuff like that. So I got like some turntables, like finally like getting into that. And
but when you were in like excuse me, when you were in high school, like, so did you want to go to college after that, or you were just like that DJ shit just kind of took? Like,
I did. So going back, okay, so yeah, let's go back. So going to after high school, I did go to PCC. Okay. I went for studio. What is it? Audio, lighting, studio production. Okay. I was going for that.
Okay.
Just because I really love the whole audio and the lighting and all that stuff. I really love that. So I went for that, and then I didn't finish because I had a little incident.
Okay.
You know, but that incident I really, really love.
Okay.
You know, and that's my daughter.
Yeah.
So that's when I just had to go focus, go to work.
Yeah.
Get a real job.
Yeah.
You know, and then just because I had to pay bills and support her and everything. So, I didn't finish I went to Pasadena. I didn't finish that. And then I just started working, and then I was making really good money. So I was just like, you know what? I'm cool with, I'm making like $4 or $5K a month.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time I was still having fun because I was still incorporating my DJ in my life.
Gotcha.
You know, by that time it was a hobby. DJing for me was just a hobby.
Okay.
So, because I already had a good job, so I was just like, you know what, I still want to do, you know, because I really love doing this.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like that's why I kind of love when somebody has fun on what they love to put in.
Yeah.
Like the energy and the time.
Yeah.
So people would have seen me like just have fun DJing.
Yeah.
And I feel like just by me just having fun, that's how that little career started growing.
Gotcha.
And people started like noticing, like, hey, have you DJed here before? Have you done this? And then I got introduced like DJing at clubs in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was just, you know, doing weddings, quinceañeras, house parties, you know. But somebody from the Hollywood scene, you know, just like, hey, you play pretty good, man. Like, are you interested to DJ at clubs?
Yeah.
And I was like, why not?
Yeah,
you know, that was my opportunity. You know? I'm like, I would love to, you know. So, and that's how I started doing Hollywood clubs. My first shot was at Club Vice. It was like a kind of like a bar lounge, I think.
Were you nervous?
I was.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. It's your first time, you know.
Yeah.
You're noticing other DJs that have been doing club shit, so you feel a little intimidated. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, that guy dropped it. Like, you know, you start noticing, like, you know, because you're in the house parties, and you see other DJs, they want to be DJs, you know? You're like, this nigga fucking fucked up.
or they'll be like, hey, I used to DJ back in 1988.
I know. Like, oh, really? You want to drop a set? And they're like, yeah. You see them like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, or they'll be like, well, I didn't use computers back in my day. You're like, fuck, man.
You're like, oh, okay, cool. All right, let me get this other song real quick, though.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. You're like, no more. This guy sucks.
Oh, shit. Crazy.
You know, you don't want to tell him that. You don't want to hurt him, but you're just like,
fuck. Damn. Bro, so like, do you feel like doing those gigs helped you be prepared for a club gig, whether it was the weddings, the house parties? It kind of got those early nerves out and just kind of adapting and shit like that?
It really helps a lot because that's when you start learning your song selections and the ones that will save you.
Yeah.
Just because you feel like they're hot songs.
Yeah.
But people are not dancing. Because you're like, damn, these are really good songs to dance to. Why are you not dancing to these songs? You know? And
what the fuck?
I know. You're like, shit. Like, these are good. I want to be dancing right now, you know? But you're like, all right, let me bring this freaking song.
Yeah.
That is just like, you know for a fact this song is going to go.
Yeah.
And you play that song, you're like, boom.
Yeah.
You like, you did it.
Yeah.
Like a Suavemente song from Elvis Crespo. Like, you're just like, boom. I know everyone's going to go. It's like you score like, what's up? Like, you did some plays and stuff.
Have you ever done it where you dropped the record and you thought you were going to get a good reaction and you didn't get a good reaction? Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, that was in the beginning. All that stuff. Because you're like, oh, this one, hell yeah, definitely. And you're like, shit. And then you start panicking now because you're like, oh, my God, let me drop this one. Damn. Like, that's how you gotta learn. You start learning, like, okay, what are really good songs? And that's because of experience. Yeah. You start learning from experience, genres,
spacing out music,
like the ages of the crowd that you're pleasing. Yeah. You start like noticing, okay. Then once you start getting all that knowledge, then you start like getting more confident on yourself. Like, all right, I'm rocking a 50-year-old party. Like, I already know what they want. Yeah. I'm rocking a freaking 80s. Yeah. I know what they want. Yeah. Like you start already building like, because of all the mistakes you've done. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, got to, because you're just like, shit, I feel like this small right now. Like,
That's just
and
crazy.
People are looking at you like,
bro, I think was my first experience was spacing out my music, right? Because I think when I barely started, like, I remember that I played like all the biggest hits back to back, right? Like I got nervous, right? So I played everything.
Right. At once.
Yeah. And I did it like in 10 minutes, right? And then I was like, dude, like, what am I gonna play? Like, exactly. I still got hours left, and people were like, not even in a dance portion yet. But you freak out. And I remember I learned that day. I was like, okay, like, you got to know how to space your music, how to kind of like play it out. Because I got freaked out. I was like playing everything. And then I was like, damn, what the fuck am I going to play? And then, like, but you learn from shit like that,
But it's funny that you bring that up because I'm huge at this. So I treat any event that I do, if they're going to hire me for 4 or 5 hours, I treat that event like if it's a club. Yeah. Not party-wise to DJ, but as in, like, when you have people coming in, they're not coming in right away to be on the dance floor. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're coming in to have a drink, socialize for a little bit. So you need an opener, right? Yeah. So you got to think in yourself, all right, people are coming the same thing. Crazy, they're here to freaking eat, have some drinks, wait for the bride or groom to have their first dance or the quinceañera to do their thing before they get all crazy. Yeah. After, So you have like your opening set, that will be from like, they tell you sometimes from 9 to 11, you know. Yeah. So you're just giving them like those hits that was back then, but they're just like more groovy, and everything. They're like, and then once you did your thing, you're like, all right. Yeah, you're like, back that ass on. I know, right? I don't know. Like, oh shit, like, imagine like. You're like, damn, this is too early. Yeah, woo! Coming in hot. This is too early. Like, oh, yeah. Imagine like, oh, man, this guy, it's not going to happen. Like, fuck. Bro, I think weddings is the gig that I'm, like, really, like, huge on, bro, because it's like, they're getting married. You're hoping that's the only time they get married. But it's like, fuck, dude. It's like, it's huge. It's a huge because moment, bro. Everyone's there. Yeah. Everybody knows you. Yeah. So you're part of the family already. Yeah. Oh, that's the DJ. That's my cool. DJ from that family. So if you fucked up, everyone's going to know. Oh, yeah, and then they're going to be like, who was that DJ? DJ? Yeah. At your wedding? Oh, my God, bro. God. But la comida estaba bien. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, fuck. La comida está bueno, pero ese DJ, man. Te dije. Yo te dije. Yo tenía un DJ y no querías. Yeah, pero te lo iba a dar más barato. I know. Pero tú no. I know, exactly. I know, mom. Oh, that's awesome. No me querías escuchar. Ya ves, yo te dije. Eso te pasa. ¿Por qué? Por bruta. Para la próxima, cuando te cases de nuevo, ahí yo te digo. Sí. Con el hombre que yo quería para ti, pero otra conversación que tener. I know. You're like, damn, like. Oh shit! Oh, that's awesome. Okay, all right. So you're doing the clubs, right? So how did that come about? You said you got introduced and you kind of just started doing. The first club was Vice, right? Vice. That was the club. And how did that go for you? So that's when I met these two DJs that I still keep in contact with. Is my boy DJ Kiko. Okay. And I don't know if you know J Rhythm. He's the one that does Dash. Okay. Dash Radio. Yeah. So. That's how I met those cats. Okay. And J Rhythm was already working, that was back then Latino 96.3, that radio station. Gotcha. So, of course, DJing more often at Vice. They were requesting me because obviously when I did that night, I fucking murdered it.
That's right.
You know, so I did good. I was so happy.
Yeah.
What I wasn't happy is that they didn't pay me.
You're like, but I killed it though.
You know what I mean? So I killed it, but they didn't pay me that day. You better fucking pay me now, you know? So, but back then, I didn't know what I was getting into, you know? Right. I was just excited, like, hell yeah.
Yeah, you got a club.
I rocked it. Yeah. People were, like, loving it, you know? So you're just like that, and you're like, all right, cool. Like, they'll tell you, like, yeah, we'll pay you next week or some shit, you know? And you're like, all right, cool, no matter. Yeah. You know, I was just happy because I was just like, man, I rocked it at a club.
Killed it.
So, then from there, Rhythm, he actually kind of helped me out because he was like, are you into any other things like besides clubs? And I was just like, yeah, I do weddings, quinceañeras, like pretty much anything what involves in DJ.
Yeah.
High schools, corporate events, anything, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, so he started like checking me out, you know. Yeah. And then little by little he started like throwing me gigs here and there. Yeah. You know, and then from there he was pretty much telling me, like, you know, he DJs at a radio, and I was just like, man, that'll be dope. Yeah. Like, my mind just kind of went, like, bigger now.
Yeah, it just kind of expanded, right?
Like, when he just said that, I'm like, fuck. Like, that'll be sick. Like, I already done this, like, you know, and I'm already at the clubs. Yeah. Because that's really huge, too. Right. Like, now you're like, what else is just, like, from the club? And it's just, like, radio. Right. You know, because now you're just, like, you're branching out. You're broadcasting now. Right. Big. Yeah. Like, you're not just there, you know, with 100, 200, 10,000 people. Like, now you're like, you're dealing counties or worldwide now shit, you know? Yeah. Because you never know who's listening to you. So that what expanded my mind. I'm like, all right, that's going to be my next step.
Got you.
I want to be on radio. Okay. You know, so that's what me and my cousin. Yeah. I'm going to bring Teddy.
Yeah, shout out to Teddy, man.
So I'm going to bring my cousin.
Tito at the time, right?
Tito. Yeah. So he tells me, he's like, hey, man, you know, my cousin, Hazel, shout out to Hazel, that's Teddy's cousin, was like, I want some tickets for Latino 96.3. Mm-hmm. Can you go pick them up? And that's when me and Teddy was like, Teddy tells me, like, hey, man, I got some tickets, bro. You want to come with me to the station? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, let's go. So me and him, we head out and everything. And from there, bro, like, we started vibing with the people that were there. And those people were at the station. They were getting interviewed for the street team.
Oh, shit.
There was, like, at least 10 in the lobby.
Oh, wow.
So, but when we get there, you know, me and my cousin, we loud.
Yeah.
We loud as fuck. So we're there, like, we're like, oh, shit, there's a party down here. Hey. Everybody's like, you know, there, and everybody's, like, quiet and nervous. Like, like, you know, like, what's going on? And I'm just like, damn, everyone's quiet here.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Like, bro, I feel like you're in a radio. Like, you got to be loud. You got to be, like, damn, you know? But everybody's, crazy. Like, quiet. And you're like, then me and Ted, we started cracking jokes, and then people started laughing.
Oh shit!
You know, and then shout out to my boy. Also, he's the one that hired me. He was like the manager there. He hired my cousin Teddy first, and then he hired me. But because of him, he thought that we were there for the street team too.
Oh shit!
And we told him like, oh no, we here to pick up some tickets.
Bro, talk about being at the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
Bro. That's crazy.
Exactly. So he was like, why don't you guys apply for the street team? I feel like you guys will be good. Yeah. And we're like, okay. Yeah. They were like, shit, like let's do it. Yeah. So, and then we fill out an application and everything. And then from there it was, you know, pretty much history.
And that was it.
Like, you know, Teddy got in there first. And then, you know, couple of months. Then I got there second. Yeah. You know, the reason that I didn't join just like as Teddy, because they thought that I was cocky.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, like, they did a personal interview one-on-one.
Oh, okay.
And then that's when you're like, oh, man. And they told me, too, is like, the only reason that we didn't get you because we felt like you were cocky and you were not going to, like, do what we wanted you to do. And I'm like, oh, no. Nah. Like, I might have that present, like, you know, like, but if you get to know me, like, man, I'm the solid, most humblest person, hardest worker. Yeah. You know, I go down, bro. Like, I'm down for anything. Right. So... And that's how my whole radio started, like, you know, with the street team at Latino 96.3.
How long were you at Latino for?
I want to say probably like a year and a half, I think.
And what was the journey like? My bad. What was the journey like after Latino? What was next for you after your time was done at Latino?
From there, so it kind of hits you like I was telling you, probably like when you were 25.
Yeah.
It starts hitting you like, damn, I don't know if I should go to school, get a degree, get another career, get another job, because I started doubting myself. Like, man, this DJing thing is really, really hard.
Yeah.
Like, trying to get gigs, that's when it started, like, getting very, the competition was hard, like, because, you know, everyone else wants to be a DJ now, so you're just like, damn, like, all right. You start just doubting yourself, man. Like, like I don't know if I still want to keep doing this. Like, it's so hard. But that's when you just, like, you have to focus.
Yeah.
You got to stay focused, keep doing, keep grinding, you know, keep going out to places, keep reaching out.
Yeah.
Learning, like, the business aspect of what you do.
Yeah.
You know, like, the contacts that you meet, like, try to be cool with them because obviously they hired you for a reason.
Right.
Like, you want to keep those people involved just for them to get you hired more often. Like, you know, I feel like the person that hired you will be the person that's going to give you references
it's true,
to other people.
Yeah.
I feel like I make those people my managers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
because
looking at it.
because you're just like, if somebody talks about it, it's like, oh, don't worry, I got a DJ for you.
Yeah, that's true though.
And he's awesome.
Yeah, because if you're cool as fuck, you talk to him, you're there early, you do your shit, they're like, they will without hesitation recommend you to anybody else.
And
that's
that's like a plus, you know? And they say it like with so much confidence.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
You know, because when the other person comes and talks to you, you're like, oh, yeah, you were highly recommended. You know
like,
what I mean? You're like,
was I?
I know. It's like, really? Yeah, you're damn right.
You
I'm
don't
fucking
say.
highly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, hold on, let me get my wine. Oh, I do this.
Like, go on.
Proceed. What other good, beautiful words you have for me before we get into business now? I want to hold on. Let me record this.
That's awesome, bro. Damn. Oh shit.
The cockiness starts coming out.
Yeah, you're like, wait, you sure you want cocky dog?
Sorry, my ego just came out.
It's just so crazy. Like, you're like, woo. Oh shit, damn. All right, but do you honestly, bro, do you think that you had that reality check because you were a dad, or do you think like your clock worked a little different because you're like, yo, I am a pops, like I do need to take care of my family? Do you feel like that had something to do with what made you feel like you were doubting yourself?
Definitely. I just wanted to make sure that my daughter was taken care of.
Yeah.
I started paying like my bills, responsibility shit.
Yeah.
But sometimes I was just like, man, do I really want to do this?
Yeah.
You know, like it hits you. Like I was working at a job for like almost 12 years.
Oh shit.
Doing collections.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, do I really want to do this shit?
Yeah.
Like, I know there's good money.
Yeah.
But this is not for me. Like, you know, there's other people that enjoy this shit. You know, they enjoy being, you know, behind a desk and on computer. Like, more power to you. But for me, I was just like, I was always be like slanting, like, you know, like this and going like that. And, you know, and then phones will come in. You're like, hello. Yeah. Like, you know, you're just like, damn.
You had a different voice like that, too.
Like, you're just like, yeah.
You're like, hey, motherfuckers.
You know?
Like, damn.
You owe the company money.
You're like, you weren't getting recommended for that, but for DJing, you were.
Well, because, you know, DJing is a whole different, like, hype. Like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, hey, how are you? You know, you're just like, yeah, you owe me some money.
Yeah, you owe money. Pay the fuck up.
Yeah, you know, so, and it's just like, and then the shit that you have to hear from these people, you're like, damn. Like, some is very bullshit, and then some you're just like, damn, I feel sorry that I have to take your car away.
You're like, that was a very, very touching story. So we'll be there tomorrow by 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dog. Like, oh, that's a good one.
So it's just like like I told you, like I decided I was just like, all right, I'm gonna just go full on, straight, just, you know, DJing, and I know I'm gonna have my bumpy roads, but I'm gonna definitely, like, you know, just go hard on it, because I know that towards the end is gonna work off.
So what was the first step of you going like, all right, like, here we fucking go. it's go time. Like, what was the process like? Were you was it just little by day, or one day you woke up and you were like, "What's fucking?"
So I'm gonna tell you right now. So I want to say 3 years ago, I started fucking with my boy DJ Peso.
Okay.
Getting back into the club scenes.
Gotcha.
So I was just like, all right, this will be my time to put in work from the beginning, because I already knew the whole like of 10 years of like the club scene and everything. I'm just like, all right, I already know everything, how it's run, how the shit work, how people get paid. So I was like, I want to do Hollywood scene clubs just because their structure of pay is different.
Okay.
So other people might take it the other way, like, oh man, for me to DJ there, I got to bring people. Like, fuck that. Okay, if you have that mentality, it's good. My mentality was like, all right, I'm a hustler.
Okay.
So people want to party and want to fucking get shit. Like, the club that I used to DJ was Lure in Hollywood. Very big venue there.
Right.
Had a bunch of freaking artists coming in that you know, that venue.
Right.
So I'm just like, if people really want to spend and have a great time, I'm like, this will be the spot.
Right.
You know, and then that's when I started hustling, bro. Like, I started starting like if anybody else would have started. But I already knew what I was getting myself into, you know, so I was just going to perfect it now.
Yeah.
You know, getting people in, be like, yeah, let me DJ, let me be an opener, you know. It doesn't matter what slot you're going to put me in. Like, I just want, you know, you pay me whatever, $150, $200. Right. You know, I used to make my money that plus the people bringing in. I used to pull in like at least 30, 40 people, you know, plus bottle service.
Yeah.
So I thought myself, like, if I put in the work like that, I'll be coming out like $600, $700.
Yeah.
So from 150 to 200, I made $700 that night. But that's because I brought people hustling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting bottles and everything cool.
Yeah.
I started doing that for like, I want to say almost a year.
Yeah.
I started doing that. In the beginning, I was gathering information, doing my research, how to get things, all these apps. How can I get people from places that are coming into Hollywood that they want to party? Yeah. So I started like getting all this information from other promoters. Yeah. Because other promoters, bro, big shout out to y'all. They be freaking bringing 160 people. Yeah. Motherfuckers walking in there $1,000 out. Yeah. Getting paid. Yeah. Getting paid. And that's what they'll do. Monday to Sunday. Yeah. That was their fucking shit. That was their career. Yeah. Being as a promoter. They're just like, and if you make it like shit, they'll be walking out like $7,000, bro.
Yeah, just
grinding, bro, like that. And people wanted to fuck with them because they will only do hottest clubs. That's it. That will have artists, celebrities, players. It doesn't matter if you were performing or not. Yeah. Those were the spots. Yeah. You know, that's where the money was at. Yeah. So I was just like, man, like if I want to go, I want to go here because you never know if somebody's listening. They're like, yo, I like this cat. I like this DJ. Yeah. You know, those are the doors that open up, you know, when you're like at these extravagant places. Right. You know, I was like, I'm not going to be doing no local bars. I'm not going to be doing that shit because, you know, I feel like it's not going to get me anywhere. It would just get me to DJ there again. But I'm trying to like look at the bigger picture. Right. Like I want to fucking travel. Yeah. You know, I want to be like that DJ going to state, leave the country type shit. Yeah. So once I started mastering that, I feel like by me putting myself on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, just letting them know what I do on a regular base. You know, they've been seeing me like I've been DJing from Monday to Sunday, you know, doing, I don't know, like lounges in Newport Beach, you know, on a Tuesday, then doing a big event on a Thursday, then doing another big event on a Friday. Right. And they were all different type of events. Like if it was a high school or if it was a wedding or a club, like I started doing that. So now doing that a year, like nonstop, just going hard, and I'm still doing that again. People start noticing. Yeah. You know, like, oh shit, this guy's like every day, like just grinding and doing that. So that's his thing now. Yeah. You know, then I started getting recognized. Yeah. You know, and people are like, man, like I've been seeing you're hustling, you're doing this, like we want you to do this now. Like, you know, businesses trying to hit me up to DJ at their stuff.
That's awesome, bro.
You know, so marketing yourself is huge. Yeah. You know, as an entrepreneur, marketing yourself and advertising yourself is huge. Yeah. And those two that I said are different. advertising and marketing.
Okay.
You know, because marketing is pretty much the products that you're putting out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like shirts, stickers, all this shit, hats, stuff like that.
Right.
Then you're advertising another, like, you know, putting it out there. Who's going to see that? You know, how are you going to put it out there? You know, you have to put it yourself, just like radios do it. You know, street team, they go out there, they start giving out things. Yeah. You know, so people can hear you out and know what you're all about.
Hell yeah, you dropping gems right now, bro. You dropping some free info, bro. I should charge for this episode, bro.
I know.
Awesome.
I'm just letting you know, like, if you're really into this stuff, like, you see it. You know, the real people, you see that they're already giving out stuff like that, marketing themselves, putting themselves on, you know, so they can actually see who they are, you know, and people can remember. And, you know, obviously it's coming from their money, their pocket, you know, like, they're investing in themselves. It's not like they have sponsors yet. Until they start blowing up, then you get sponsors and you get the whole shebang. You know what I mean? You're just like, I made it. I made it. You know what I mean? I'm good. But in the meantime, like, that's where I'm in right now. I'm doing this now because I love doing what I do. I did hit a wall that, you know, you just can't go beyond after the clubs.
Gotcha.
Like, you just hit a wall.
Right.
Like, you're just like, all right, I'm that club DJ, I'm that wedding DJ, and I'm that quinceañera DJ, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Right. Mobile DJ, shit like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you're just like, all right, now what?
Right.
Like, do I still want to, like, do this? Like, yeah, you do, you know, but you just like, I want more than just this, you know? Right. So I'm always a person, I don't like settling. Okay. You know, I always want more.
Right.
So I was just like, all right, I think I need to get back into radio. And that's what I did. I started, like, I was just like, you know what? I want to give it another shot. Yeah. And be like, let me see if I can get into power. Okay. You know, so power or K-Day. So I was just like, all right. I started emailing, doing, that's when they started hiring in Indeed.com. Okay. I looked up right there and they're like, street team, you know, for Power 106. Yeah. I was like, all right, let me give it a shot, you know? Yeah. So I started applying there. I got my first interview with Boogie.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
You know, in January.
Okay.
Of last year. And then when I got that interview, you know, he was like, all right, I'll hit you back up. Yeah. You know, bro, it took me like 6 months. Oh, wow. And I heard that they hired from January and April, they hired people at the station. And I was like, shit.
Like, I didn't make the cut.
I feel like I didn't make the cut. Like, you know, I got the interview, and I felt very confident. Like, the interview went very well. You know, like he liked what I was saying and everything. But I just felt like, I don't know, like he probably had somebody else. Like, you know, but it didn't stop me. Right. So since I left January and February, I started emailing him every week.
Persistent.
You know, every week until like towards the end, I started like doing it every 2 weeks because I didn't want to be too desperate. Yeah. You know, for him to like, man, this motherfucker's bugging him.
Yeah, block you and shit.
Yeah. I didn't want him to like block you, like
report that spam.
Fuck this shit. So every 2 weeks, just like letting him know, like, hey, bud, I'm ready, man. Trust me, you'll be making the great move. Like, I'm a hustler. I'm a hard worker. You know, just making those remarks, like for him to be like, all right, like you've been consistent. Boom, man. I got hired July 1st.
That's awesome, bro. That's
so consistency is like a bitch, bro. Like if you really, really want that, you'll find every aspect to see how to get there.
Shout out to Carlo, man. He wants to know, you know, when I posted the graphic that you were gonna be here, he said,
okay,
how did you get into Cali? How did that come about for you?
Cali was amazing. So they still haven't had it out. So when I got hired at Power, it was just Power and K-Day. Right. That's what I was pretty much doing as a street team. I want to say like in October, I think that's when my boy Julian, shout out to my boy Julian. Yeah. He was like, and Brian.
Yeah. Shout out to the squad, man.
Yeah. They were pretty much telling me, hey, you know what? They're going to open another station. And that was Cali. It was like, they were saying it's kind of like La Mega. That was Latino 96.3. Yeah. When they said that, my eyes just opened, bro. I was like, what? I was so excited because when I started at Latino, that station just opened too.
Right.
Opened in 2007. I got there in 2008.
Okay.
So I was excited because I was like, I really love the format, everything, you know, with Latino. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, they're doing the same thing here. So it just brought me flashbacks.
Yeah, it kind of brought you back.
You know, I was just like, oh my God, I feel like the universe gave me another chance.
Yeah.
Like a second chance. And this time I need to freaking take it.
Yeah.
You know, and just go hard this time, you know? And so when Cali came out, I was just like, that's when I was like, this is my shot.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I'm not gonna fucking take this for granted. You know, like I'm gonna go really hard for this one.
Hell yeah.
So when Cali just was like, when they branched out and everything, I was the first one to do the hit. Yeah. You know, to put up the tent and everything. I was like, ooh, nice and fresh. She's like, I like this. You know, I felt like if it was mine, like, hey, don't dirty it.
Yeah. Hey, be careful.
You know, like, this is nice and new. Yeah. You know?
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, I started being like, all right, I'm the man here. I'm the manager for this shit. Like, don't be fucking with my shit, man. This is Cali, okay? Pa mi gente Cali.
That's awesome, bro.
So, yeah, then from there, I started going hard. Like, I was just like, I already knew what it was. I already knew what they wanted from me and everything. So I was just like, all right, I'm ready.
That's awesome.
Now, you don't got to tell me. You just got to tell me the pinpoints what you want, and I'm ready to rock.
That's fucking
And
dope.
that's it. And then since... you know, people that been seeing that shit in Cali, like, I just been going hard, man.
Yeah, man. I'm proud of you, bro. Just as a homie, dog. This shit looks good. Just I'm like, that's my guy right there.
Keep going. Go ahead.
All right. Whoa, wine.
I want to hear these other beautiful words from you.
Oh, that's awesome, bro.
Oh, man.
But man, last question, bro, before we get out of here, man. If you were not being, if the turntables disappeared right now, bro, microphones, everything. Right, there's no more DJ shit. What do you think you'll be doing if you weren't a DJ, bro? If you had to choose another. Oh shit! Oh! My name is Drop. I'm not LeBron. I don't flop. Let's get that. Man,
that's what I've been doing, bro.
I'll be a rapper after hearing those bars. What? Oh, bro, man? I'm gonna be on XXL next year, bro. Add me, speaking that shit to existence.
There you go, baby. The freshmen.
Young Dropper, what's up? I'm acting hard with my use that sweater and shit. I'm on.
What's up, homie?
I'm like, huh? All right, so you be an official beatboxer, bro. That's what you'll be doing.
If you said everything's out, you know, you can't play anything. I was like, I will keep the culture going, man. I'm a very huge hip hop culture, man.
I fuck with that, bro.
I love that. You know, the urban life, everything. I love that. You know,
bro.
I hate conservatives. What's your conservative life? Just your lifestyle.
Fuck your day to day.
I know.
Like, people are just like, damn, I'm not listening to this podcast anymore. Making me feel like shit. Partying at work and shit. Like,
oh, man, fucking deal with this shit now. He just fucking reminded me.
Fuck. Did I turn it in?
I know.
Did I send an email?
I know.
Oh, everybody's like, fuck you, man. Dog, thank you, dog.
Hey,
so much
thank
fun,
you.
bro.
Thank you for having me, man.
Hey,
this
dog,
shit was fun.
Hey,
I love that.
If you want to like shoot compliments to me too, you could shoot any compliments.
Beatdrop is the shit.
That's all I need. There it is.
Yeah,
bro.
you the shit, baby.
That's
you
all I
like
need.
dropping those beats. You feel me?
Oh shit. What's
You
up,
know?
Kev?
There you
What's
go.
What's up? I'm hyped.
Shit.
Woo!
I like that.
All right, man. We
Beatdrop.
All right, man. We out of here. Peace.